Welcome to my channel and thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I would also like to welcome Spirit into this reading and say thank you for the messages we are about to receive. This is a general reading. Now the first card is the Pail and it says time to get out of a situation. So something has gone completely wrong. You got this pail with all the milk spilt. So there's been a lot of loss and maybe an emotional problems or emotional drama that has gone on, and it's time for you now to leave it because it doesn't seem like it can be remedied. You got the Stork card and it says news of a birth or new venture opportunities. Now the Stork card is usually always about change. It could be even about moving home. So something new starting for you. So you need to get out of that old situation and maybe move on. There's a new opportunity coming in for you, and there might be some home move or even some travel as well. Now the card above it is the Beetle card, so it looks like your fortune is about to change. Things are going to turn out much better because you've got the good fortune card above it, the Beetle card. And this is a dung beetle, so they usually work very, very hard from sun up to sundown. And so this is about working hard, and that is going to be the thing that brings in all that money. So in the past you've got the crib over here, so the birth or conception of a child or an enterprise, so you began something brand new. So maybe you've got the Stork card over here as well as this crib card here. So maybe you heard that somebody was pregnant, and maybe you're also going to hear news that they've given birth. So this could be a double message here. So this is about hearing about the news or birth of a child, and this is about you've heard about somebody conceiving, or there may have been some news that you've heard about a conception of somebody. Conception of a child, or rather that maybe you've heard that somebody was pregnant, is what I meant to say. Now you've got the Shark card over here, so it says take care or there will be a loss of material wealth. So you've been dealing with sharks, really, people that have been out there to get you, maybe to steal from you as well. So there was a need for you to watch your finances very carefully. So maybe there's that people trying to pull the wool over your eyes, or trying to con you out of your money. Now going into the future, you've got the Star, and this is showing guaranteed success coming your way over there. And so even though you have to leave something that didn't work out for you, and you may have to physically move, you've got the Star. It says whatever new venture you begin is going to be very successful. The Star is also about divine guidance as well. And then you've got the Flute. So you have had some kind of disappointment. Somebody, a friend, a lover, somebody has disappointed you, and maybe this is why you've got that Pail card, where there's been some kind of disappointment or a letdown, and there was a need for you to actually get out of that circumstance because it's no longer serving you. But as far as your finances goes, it looks like good fortune is about to come your way, and there's a guaranteed success in everything that you are going to do. So those are the energies for that week. So I'm going to be drawing cards from today's Journey Tarot. I have shuffled this deck, and let's see what it's got to say. So at the bottom of the deck, you've got the Ten of Earth. So this might have been the ending of a situation where you're financially tied with somebody. So this could have been, a marriage. It could have even been some kind of business contract that you had. This could have been the end of an old job that a job that you've finished, you've ended it. Or it could be even the end of a marriage where you had financial ties to this particular person. Now there has been some kind of payout. This usually is the case with the Ten of Earth, where you get some kind of finance coming in with it. So a settlement of some sort has come through for you, but this is the end of that particular cycle. So if it's a job, you could have even retired as well with this Ten of Earth. So there's definitely something has come to an end with regards to finances as well. So what's happening with you? You've got that completion card as well. So this is also the end of an old job. This is the World card, and this is ruled by Saturn. So a lot of lessons have been learned. You can see there's a teacher. So you've come into your own, really. Maybe you're into a position now where you are actually a mentor, a teacher as well, and you might be teaching younger children. So whatever's been going on over here, even with this Ten of Earth, you can see there's a lot of children over there in that particular card. So this may be that this new job that you have is where you're mentoring people or you're training people up, and you could be working with younger people that you're training up with that Six of Water. Now this could also be that you've finished or you completed this work. You've ended, you've left this job, or you've retired from it, or you are moving on to something different. This particular cycle has now come to an end, and maybe this is the offer that also comes in, because the Six of Water is not only dealing with children, but it could be a good offer that comes in, and you're ending that particular job cycle that you have been going through. So this could be even finishing off your training and moving on to something brand new, where you start off something different. So you'll start off the full cycle again, where you start off brand new in a new direction, but this is definitely endings of an old circumstances. So you could have finished off in university, and you could be starting off working, or you could have been finished with an old job and moving on to a different career path in itself. But there's two endings, so the job has definitely come to an end. What you've been doing in the last few years has now come to an end, and you are moving on, and it looks like you either be working with children, or this is a new offer that comes in, and it's a really good offer. Maybe it's somebody that you've worked with in the past, or you've known from the past as well. Whatever you have learnt in this particular, from whatever you've been doing, you're very uniquely trained, and you give things a different perspective. You see things from a different perspective, so you have a unique talent, and it looks like people will grab you up. If you tell them, if you make it people aware that you are uniquely talented for this particular career. Now you've got the Two of Water over here, so this is getting, maybe there was somebody that you were involved with. This could have been a marriage, because it's the Two of Water, and you felt very, very connected to this person. This is a very, very soulmate connection. This could have been, as I said, a long-term relationship, or even a marriage. And you've got the Ten of Water. It seems like there was a breakdown. So where you all started off as a couple, it seems like a lot of dispute, fighting, arguments. Maybe there have been petty arguments, but that came to pass, and it looks like that is now over. So this relationship has now run its course, and it seems like you are ending it as well. You've got the Five of Fire, so there was a lot of dispute that went on, a lot of arguments, maybe petty arguments as well. A lot of power struggle going on with that Five of Fire, or Five of Rods. Now, if you are going for a new job, this could also mean that there's a lot of competition in this new job that you're going for as well. So that could well be the case, that you're going to come up against a lot of competition. So you need to be prepared for that, especially if you're changing jobs. If you've ended the old job and going for a new career path, you do need to do a lot of research, and you need to show them that you have a unique talent. So make sure you are well prepared for any kind of interviews that you may be going for. There's a choice coming in for you over here. So the Two of Earth is about choosing. So there might be two offers that come in. One of them might involve, study. The other one is about leadership as well. It might be, it also might be a job that requires you to train people up or do teaching as well. So, that might well be the case in this new job. So there's a choice coming in over there. There's also a need for you to make sure that you are, sorting your finances out. Don't, make sure you're very prudent as far as it comes to spending money. And watch your money as well. You might be feeling a bit skint as well, so you might be juggling finances as well. This card is also a need for you to focus and prioritize on which particular task is most important. If you are not changing jobs or any of that, make sure you prioritize your work, because you are going to be pretty busy pretty soon. Multitasking. Now you've got the Youth of Earth over there, which is the Knight of Pentacles, and you can see this person is almost lecturing to all these people over here. So you could well be dealing with children, or getting into some kind of teaching or training job. You can see there's children over here. This man seems to be talking or training up these children, and even in this particular card you can see this person's giving lectures or training up these people, and then This is the Six of Water, which is dealing with younger people. So even in this card with this page, this Knight of Pentacles, this particular field that you're in, you're either going to be doing further training, or you're going to be a person who's a mentor or training up people as well. But you'll definitely be communicating ideas to a lot of people and taking control as well. Now this is, with the Knight of Pentacles, it's about being focused at work, and just hanging in there, and you're on the right path. Even though things seem to be very, very stuck and you're not moving fast enough, but you're getting there slowly. But it looks like you're communicating your ideas to a lot of people as well over there with that Knight of Pentacles. Now you've got the Mother of Water, and this is your card. This is about still looking at the past, crying about it. You can see there's a lot of rain in this card, feeling very isolated, drinking tea by themselves. So you are isolating yourself emotionally from everybody else. It seems like you're focusing on whatever it is. Maybe you're studying, or but you're spending a lot of time by yourself, and you're very, very focused on yourself, because maybe you don't want to get hurt again, and you seem to be you've locked yourself away from everybody else as well with that Mother of Earth. Now the Mother of Earth, or the Queen of Cups, is it tends to be an emotional card, tends to feel a little depressed. You need to pull yourself out of that negative energy and start being more positive. Now you need to take control of that situation, and this is the Chariot card. You can see this man cycling. So maybe you need to get out there and get back to nature as well. But you also could well be moving home. Maybe you're planning on buying a new home and relocating as well. So you might be thinking about even traveling, or even buying a new car. You could even be thinking about buying a new bicycle. So that could well be the case. But this is about getting back on track as well and taking control of that situation. Now the final outcome, you've got the Mother of Fire, Intuition, and the Child of Fire. So these are very proactive cards. So the Mother of Fire, which is the Queen of Rods, is about taking control of that situation and taking charge. You can see here again, conveying your message to a lot of people. So it looks like you're in you could be in some kind of public speaking role that you're going to be playing, where you're giving, even here it's about public speaking almost. So there's some kind of job that you're taking on where you're giving out information, you're taking control, you're changing the way people see things as well. So it's a very much a leadership position. But even here with this Two of Earth, it's about almost teaching children or teaching younger people. So whatever it is you're taking on, very much in the public eye, and it looks like you're going to be conveying a lot of information. The Queen of Rods is somebody who's very dynamic, and maybe there's a lot of travel as well that's going to be involved in your work. You could also be dealing with a fire sign person. So there might be somebody that comes into your arena who is an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy that comes in. But for all intents and purposes, this is about establishing foundations, establishing, your dominance, and then also showing people that you're very dynamic. And also it looks like you're going to be in the public eye, in the spotlight, and training up a lot of people as well. You need to wait for things to happen and use your intuition. And this is the Moon card. This is the card ruled by Cancer, and this is about things, not being too don't rush into things. Make sure that you consider things very, very carefully. There could be things that are hidden from you, or things going on behind the scenes that you didn't know. If you're feeling negative or depressed, try and do something that takes you out of that energy, because it seems like you're sitting by yourself quite a bit over here. But rely on your intuition, because it's very, very strong at this particular moment, and you will get a lot of answers, and you need to follow your gut instincts there. That's what I always say. With a Child of Fire over there, this is about getting started on this new project and putting all your energies and focus onto it, and it looks like things will start moving. This is the Page of Rods, so this could be some travel that's coming in for you. This could be some, this again is about learning and teaching. So it looks like you might well be getting to that kind of role where you're dealing with children, or dealing with younger people, or dealing with people that you're training up, and taking them from a position where they know nothing to a position where they are very well versed in whatever it is you're training them. So you have some unique talents, and it looks like that is coming across very, very clearly within this completion card. So you've learned a lot. You're very, very well trained up. So it looks like you're going to be imparting that knowledge onto people, and this is going to be part of your work. and you might have to, juggle between this teaching role that you're going to be taking and the actual hands-on work that you're going to be doing as well. So there are two things that you're going to be doing. So you're going to be, maybe, you can see she's making cakes over there, but she's also teaching this child to read. So there are two things that you will be doing. So doing something that is professional, but also teaching people on how to do that particular thing that you do. It looks like that's the role that you're going to be doing pretty soon. If you're feeling, depressed or isolated, you need to take yourself out of that, find yourself something to do. And you can see even with that Chariot card, this is the card ruled by Cancer. It's about taking control of that situations, and maybe even going and doing something like even cycling, which is a very, very good thing to do, because it takes you out of the stress and puts you out into nature. So maybe getting back to nature again and enjoying that downtime so that you can recover. Now, the first card is the release card. So this is the death card. So the end of a phase or situation, spiritual transformation, a time to move on. So you are ending things. You've got the death card over here, but you've also got the 21, which is the world card, which is the end of a circumstance. You also have the 10 of earth over here, which is the end of that financial issue or that job situation. And you've also got the 10 of water over there, so the end of an emotional phase that you went through. So there's definitely endings that have come for you, and you've undergone a lot of spiritual transformation. So it's time for you to now let it go and move on. There's the 10 of fire. So this is the last 10. This is a lot of 10. So lots of endings of cycles over here. You're carrying too many burdens. So too much of work, accept help from others. Life is out of balance and stress-related health problems. So you are burning the candle at both ends over here, doing too much, taking on too many responsibilities. You need to let go of those. And, also with the 10 of fire, all those problems and difficult people that you've been dealing with, all that comes to an end. So this is also the end of those kinds of cycles. And you've got the Empress over here. So this is the card of abundance, lavish abundance. Give birth to your dreams, nurture yourself and others. So the Empress is coming into your own, getting your financial stability, getting a lot of money, and being able to enjoy life's luxuries as well. You could also be hearing about the birth of a child, or finding out that somebody's pregnant as well with that Empress card. And that's said so in the energy read as well. So again, you could be hearing some news of a birth. But this is about achieving abundance and starting something brand new and establishing your financial security as well with that Empress card. It is a card ruled by Venus, so it is showing that whatever new thing you start is going to bring you a lot of money. It's going to be very, very well paid. So I hope that this reading has resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, leave me some comments if it has. Thank you so much for watching. Take care now. Goodbye.